hustle to watch it. I would hate.
Coming up from the Mile High City, the Broncos play host to the Jets. Denver's looking for win number 7 in their last 9 games against New York. It's week 3 in the NFL. Next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the New York Jets. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the second overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Trying to go to work. He's a little play with me, baby. Yeah. Bam. I told you, baby. I told you.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, flush to his right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. But Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater outright. This one goes to Patrick. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 3 catches, 57 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Bridgewater to Sutton. First down, Denver. Bridgewater on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Bridgewater. Going right back to Fant. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. That's complete. Okure-Buna. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Bridgewater. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But with
and we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
And Bronco fans have to be so excited because Von Miller missed 2020 with an ankle injury, suffered just days before the season opener. An 8-time Pro Bowler, the all-time sack leader for the Broncos, and the active leader in the NFL. They are happy to welcome him back.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
Now it's Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he returns this to the 22. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Bridgewater finding Judy there for the Bronco first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Full to run show Fadukasi there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff. And just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jets back in possession. There's Denzel Mims. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the grab by Croft. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Wilson finding Crowder there. First down, New York. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Wilson shoves him away. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And Crowder's now in his 3rd year with the Jets after 4 in Washington. A dependable route runner. He makes a nice catch there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Coleman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
This defense really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Coleman again. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson completes it to Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson on the screen. This is Coleman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson will throw again. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Wilson. He'll drop this down to Coleman. Touchdown, Jets! Tevin Coleman. As the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
The point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hamler now to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Denver offense at the line ready to go as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Don't give him nuts. Don't give him nuts.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Let's go.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This is Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 11 now. Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Bridgewater. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Jets now to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. Not much there, only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll air this one out for Mims. They've got his man complete.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they hand off to Coleman. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Here's Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets.
And in Corey Davis's 4 years with Tennessee, he had his moments, but his best year was last year. Finished 16 yards shy of a 1,000-yard season and really started to look the part of a #1 receiver. He will really help Zach Wilson in his rookie year with the Jets.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On second down and 4, Wilson escaping, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Personal foul, roughing the defense.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky.
On second down, Gordon once more.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Fuck up, son! Fuck up!
On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're on the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Judy.
65 yards.
And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. The return man, Ty Johnson.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
That's it, baby. You got work.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. They go play action now. Wilson.
Able to connect with Mims.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
And now it's 2nd down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, Bridgewater.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Bridgewater on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. Went up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he felt he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the grab by Croft. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Running left, Coleman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Hamler now on the return.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out.
And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
That catch good for only a couple. From the 38, Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. To the air again with Bridgewater.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Bridgewater. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Patrick. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Coleman going to get it again on 2nd down.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now Wilson. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. they had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat.